So Young Thug in court. His trial has been going on for a while now, and his attorney
Mm-hmm.
recently played some music. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so he played Lifestyle, the Lifestyle video. Did a lot of shit just to live here. You know how the song goes.
They know.
So they know, especially because it's been all over the internet since this happened.
Yep,
People are having a good time with it.
they are.
Um, but yeah, he plays Lifestyle. He's trying to use it to build uh, a case about Young Thug in a positive light.
Right.
He kind of switched it up on us, and he decided to use it to help Young Thug, to show that he's not wearing gang colors, and to show that he is um, that it's a music YSL is a music compilation, not a gang.
Right.
Um,
Collective.
right. Yeah, they use both words interchangeably.
They used
In
compilation.
Yeah, I thought that was a weird word to use, but that was a word that he used.
No.
Um, but yeah, so I mean, I was fascinated by this because we've seen where people have used, or lawyers have used, music in the other way
Yes.
to be able to make a case against someone. So I feel like this is the first time this has happened, where an attorney has used music, rap music, hip hop, to um, make a case for the person who's on trial.
Yes. I
I thought that
believe
was
so as
really
well.
Yeah, and I thought that was really interesting. I was like, okay, well, I guess that works too. But I know that we've talked about this before, so I'm kind of curious. I've been curious what you think about this, because I know you have a strong stance about not using the music to prove somebody's guilt. What do you think about using music to prove someone's innocence?
Well, it didn't work. That's the first thing. So let's not
Didn't.
skip over that. The judge felt that although it was cool that they tried to do this and it makes sense, the witness they used wasn't good for the current situation. They felt that it should be someone who was in the video who could come and say, like, for example, Birdman could come and say, hey, we had on different colors. This guy is not in a gang. It's just a music group. So that matters because really the attempt didn't work. Although it created lots of internet buzz, it's not about internet buzz. It's about,
No,
yeah, it's about the case. Um,
he wasn't trying to sell music. It just so happened that people were like, well, you know what would happen if this played and I was in the courtroom,
right.
you know?
All
It's a
type of,
song that makes sense.
right.
So
Exactly. Yeah.
some people had
Um,
a good time.
yeah, it's a good tune. People like it and that's all good. But right now it's about a man's life.
Old people say
Huh?
it was a good tune.
It's a good
You
tune.
said it was a good tune?
It's a good tune. What? What's wrong with
Since
that?
you, since you were talking about old people.
Oh, all right. That's what the young cats say now. They brought it back.
They brought back tune?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to go
I'm not
ask some of your young
yet.
friends.
I am the young friend.
Oof. All right, it's been our show. Just kidding.
I am.
Um, yeah, I think it's interesting. I think, hey, sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. If they're going to continue to throw different lyrics at the jury and in the courtroom to try to, paint this picture that, YSL is a gang, then I think it's interesting that you would use it in the other way, right? You would try to hit them with the reverse card of sorts.
Hmm.
I just don't know how wise it is because remember, lots of things with the court go both ways. So the same way you got the witness up there, they can cross-examine the witness. And
Of
they can
course, yeah.
also use that video now to say, hey, what's happening right here? What's this thing he's doing with his hands? Or hey, what's this symbolize? I don't know
Right.
the video well. I'm just giving some examples of what the other
I
side
didn't
could do. Um, I think
Birdman
I
was in
think
the video.
I'm sorry.
I said I didn't even know Birdman was in the video. I was confused. I said, why do you keep saying Birdman's name?
Yeah, I've never seen the video, to be honest.
Or have I?
But I just think lyrics should stay out of court. I don't know. I just feel like honestly, music should be used in a creative way. It's art.
Mhm.
We wouldn't put Basquiat's art in the courtroom if he was on trial, or anybody else. We wouldn't go get a Picasso and be like, "Hey, Picasso, they said you killed someone. What was going on right here in this painting? Why was the person's face all melted off to the side? Did you melt their face off to the side? Is that what you do to all your victims? It wouldn't happen." But I also have said I don't think it's smart that you are depicting crimes detail for detail in your music and saying I did. Now, if you tell a story of a lovely lady and you say, "Hey, lovely lady did XYZ," then hard to prosecute. But when you say I did this, and this, and he's scared of me because of these reasons, it makes it a little hard. You're kind of shooting yourself in the foot, no pun intended. So I still think the music should stay out, but I think it would behoove the young artists if they stop saying they committed crimes in spectacular details. Because they're not even saying like the Boondocks episode that says, "Oh well, I shot a nigga." No, they saying I shot him with this gun in this place, and these people were around, and then I did this, and then I did that, and it's not
Right.
not the wisest thing to do.
Which I don't think is quite what Young Thug did, at least in this particular song.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think that's why his lawyer was able to use it, because it was probably uh, fell more on the
Safe side,
clean
quote unquote.
side. Yeah, it was more safe to use that song. Um, I think it's really interesting. And now I will say the reactions in the courtroom were kind of interesting to look at. Some people showed some of the reactions. There was even someone in the courtroom, bopping his head to the music.
I
Um,
mean, it's hard not to bop your head when a jam is on.
I was gonna say, I wonder if it's if it becomes a distraction too,
Possibly.
using the music. I mean, I understand evidence, right? It could be anything. It could be a video of something. It doesn't have to necessarily be music. It could be an object. It could be a lot of things. I just wonder, how deep do we want to go with this stuff? Or maybe that's also a part of his lawyer's strategy. Distract them a little bit and make them feel more connected to him in some way.
Possibly.
For the people who do know the song, who
Right.
for the people who do the song, you never know. There's always stuff that's also happening under the surface that we never find out.
That's a good point.
Um, but really interesting though. I'm so curious to see how this ends up. Um, because the reality is, like you said, this is a man's life that we're talking about. So while there may be plenty of memes and TikTok videos and whatever of the funny part of it, this is some serious stuff that he's dealing with, and
Absolutely.
I'm really curious to see how all of this plays out. This has been going on for a long time, just this whole story, this whole case. Um, so I'm at the edge of my seat. Like,
Mhm.
how is it gonna go? You know.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah. So
we'll see.
I don't know. We will see.